Okay, so I got a quote today from Grant Cardone, right? Mm, He's revolve around his business on sales. Right? He want to dominate his sector. So his quote says, "As long as you are alive, you will either live to accomplish your own goals and dreams, or be used as a resource to accomplish someone else." Hmm. Doesn't that make you think about life in the other way? I know people would disagree, but it's true in a way. Why? Why would I say that? Well, everything that we are our action based on either creating the goals or dream that we want, right? The goals or dreams of someone else. So let's talk about something that it would maybe I should do that in another video, but I'll do that in another video too. So here's the thing. There is a reason why people go to school. Now most people would say, yeah, to go to school to get an education. But in education it's you don't have to go to school to be educated. But so many of us believe that. We still believe that. It's a mode of reality. It's a way of thinking because we believe that to be true. Because you know why? It's had to do with the human brain, the cognitive bias. It's an area of thinking that we're all subjected to, and that is social proof and authority bias, right? Because we see these adults as we were kids, we didn't have the power to control our awareness. We weren't aware of the thoughts, the ideas, the knowledge that was put into our brain, and we were naive. Not naive, but uh, we were we were not we weren't we were letting these ideas affecting us how we see the world. So therefore, now you get 26, 25 young people or very young people too believe in the thing that most of the world believes in. You gotta go to school to become successful. Really? You gotta go to school, to college, to network. Really? Who told you that? Why? The adults, adults are authority bias because as we think they know more. That means they're more they're the figures in your life. They know because as we become we think that as the older you are, the wiser you are. Well, yes, in a sense, and you have more experience, yes. But the problem with that is we live in not the industrial age anymore. That's why if you think about it, all these jobs or labor are created by the industrial age. Now, these jobs that if you ever hear all the entrepreneurs that for me I look up to, from Grant Cardone. I think he said that too, but I don't know Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone. Who else? Ty Lopez, Bob Proctor. I don't know if Bob Proctor said. Dan Locke, Robert Kiyosaki. All these people that I look up to, they all say the same thing. Of course, that's social proof, meaning you, uh, when you see a lot of people going that direction, you believe it, right? But you tend to see patterns, right? You tend to see pattern of what entrepreneurs say out of their mouth, and most of them don't believe in. That's why my mode of thinking about Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad bestseller, uh, and he was talking about how that. Have you ever noticed something strange? For some odd reason, that the whole notion is this: that the one who gets straight A's will succeed in life. The one who gets C's or D's or F don't really succeed in life. But it's funny. One of my favorite authors and best-selling CEO is Brian Tracy. Now he was a failure all his life. He was a class clown. I think he was a class clown, but he it wasn't. School has programmed you to believe that school is a way, but all these entrepreneurs. The funny thing is, school was built to create employees, right? the cookie cutter people, and that they become employee. And the funny thing is, they work for the entrepreneurs, right? The entrepreneurs who are willing to take risks, because the employee are not willing to take risk. Like, it's a lot of risk in their adventure of being an entrepreneur. It's scary. You're taking risks. You're spending time. You don't know what's gonna happen. I won't say it, but and then the entrepreneur is the one who changed the world. Sometimes employee, I don't know if they change the world or not, but usually employees become this mortal reality of becoming a robot, a slave to their thinking. Well, a slave to the society rule and a slave to their own thinking because they're not aware of these. That's why they're so depressed. They try to change their life, but they're not aware of how to change their life. The entrepreneurs are usually F student or troublemaker, but they decide to step out. Even most people hate. The entrepreneurs decided to change their life because they have a. I don't know, because usually I don't curse in these videos that I do. They have a crappy boss. They don't like that boss, so that's why they go change their world. They don't want to work for someone else. They want to work for themselves. Usually, small business. I was working with for the small business. He was doing everything himself. In the e-myth book, the entrepreneur book that I highly recommend that you get. It's really a good book for entrepreneurs if you are. Talking about he was restaurant owner, was entrepreneur, a manager, a technician, and he didn't know how to cope. He was talking about he do everything himself. So that's no. That's way of thinking. That's way not good for it. But who am I to talk, right? So many of us believe that the way to succeed in life is through school and education. But I ask you, what is true education? Is it education learning facts and figures? Is it? Is it remembering some facts that you will never probably use in your life? Is it? Education. Is it changing your life? Because I believe if you go to school, and I believe that if you truly do go to school, it should change one, your perception, two, behavior, three, the results, five, I think you're thinking, six, should be able to think for yourself, seven, to be able to have self-confidence, but so many of them don't have self-confidence. To be able to change the lens, to understand the way their behavior, to become aware too. I think that's what should school be, to change the behavior, to become aware of a problem and solve it. But we were, teachers give out information and they tell you to regurgitate it, like tests. So many people are proud of tests, right? But I view tests as people cheat on those tests, right? Well, that Locke says call teamwork, but those people cheat. They're not really learning. You see, the problem with that is it's thrown at you, and sometimes they're boring. You don't want to learn. That's why most people hate school or books because they were burned out by the system. Me, I was getting there. I was getting to hate books. Uh, um, Technically, I hate school. Like in college, I went to college. I hate it because it's like it's not like it doesn't. We were learning basic English. You were English because I have to relearn them, and then you have to learn all these things that they're nothing associated with your major or whatever it is. The freaking subject doesn't change your behavior. Education should be able to change your behavior to be able to get the result that you want. Success. That's what's supposed to be in school, but they make you as you are a slave to the system, slave of people thinking and opinion. They don't teach you how to think for yourself. So many of adults right now, the same as my peers and my friends, they let they let people, adults, or society tell them what to think for themselves, and they don't. They think that they don't get to choose. Yeah, they do. They get to choose how they be, how who they will become, who they get to kicked out of their life. They get to choose. You have the free will. Nobody tell you what to think. Them. But school didn't teach you about the brain, the mind, the memory, uh, how to communicate, how to ask. So many of adults today don't ask. They don't know how to ask. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to communicate. Good God. Like, for how to, like, I'm serious. They spend most of the time on Facebook. I think that's a waste of time. I mean, unless you're, Facebook, for me, I think is useful if you're spreading your message. You're spreading your message through the medium, through the world, right? But, unless you're doing that, I think it's a waste of time for people who do that. I mean, I was listening to, what's his name? Simon. He's the best, I think. Start with Y. Yo, that's crazy. He said uh, uh, that people get more depressed who use Facebook more than people who don't use Facebook. God, that's crazy. I stopped doing that because I found a way. Uh, I find I found ways to uh, get my message through YouTube, Twitter, and of course Facebook, but not my personal, but my fan page, right? So that's what you have to do. You got to build your dream step by step, and you can do it. That's up to you. You have to believe that. So I'm probably going to do a book review or book talk on uh, book Get, what was it, Drop Out or Get Schooled by Patrick Pickton. It's really a good book. I highly recommend you guys buy it. It's a really good book. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I don't like my video. I'll see you.